What do you get when you combine one of the most iconic modern gaming franchises with Lego? You get the Horizon Tallneck. Hey there, I'm Adam, aka Ant Bandit. Welcome back to Beyond the Brick, where today we're taking a look at this awesome 18+ set, and we're gonna try and find out if this is worth the $80 price tag here in the US. This set launches on May 1st, 2022. As always, big thanks to Lego for providing an early review copy. First up, let's take a quick look at the packaging for this model. Of course, it comes in that standard 18+ black box. The box itself is really tall. It's only a little bit larger than the boxes for the line of Star Wars helmets, if that gives you an idea. On the front, we've got this really nice clean image of the model, along with some additional views on the back, along with some concept art from the game. This set is numbered as 76989 and comes with 1,222 pieces. Inside the box, you're gonna find your 8 numbered bags, your sticker sheet, and your instructions manual. Now, the instruction manual for this one is actually really cool, and it's worth taking note of because it's clear that there was some effort and thought put into this experience. There's about 8 pages of artwork and information about the characters, the world of Horizon. There's an excerpt from the designer, and there's even a little blurb about some of the build techniques in the actual set. I think it really sets the mood for the experience, and I hope that they keep doing it for these 18+ sets. Now let's take a look at the actual set. Now, of course, this is based on the Tallnecks from Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, where these peaceful creatures can be seen wandering around the map. In the game, you play as Aloy, where you have to climb up the backs of these creatures to download information about the surrounding area from the tops of their head. Now, the first thing that you put together is actually this oval-shaped base. Now, this is a really interesting build. It's got some really interesting snot techniques on the underside here to make this curved shape. On the top, we've got some environmental elements like grass and rocks. We've got some blowing reeds using these tentacle pieces. We've got a white birch tree, and even a build for a rusted street lamp. The main purpose of this base is to really add some strength and stability to the Tallneck itself. You can take each of the 4 feet and lock them into these pin connections on the display base. And when they're all locked in, it's definitely very sturdy. It's not gonna fall over at all, and it definitely makes it a lot more secure. Aside from that, the base itself is really nice, and I'm really glad that they included so much color, and it really adds a lot more life to this scene. This white tree with the yellow leaves is definitely very eye-catching, and all of these really add to the overall look of this scene and make it feel like a complete moment from the game as opposed to just a model of a Tallneck. Now, we have to talk about the singular minifigure included in this set. This is the protagonist from both of the Horizon games. Her name is Aloy. This figure is amazing. They absolutely nailed the look with all of these different prints. It's so detailed. Every single piece in this figure, the legs, the torso, the head, the hairpiece, all of it is exclusive to this set. She has 2 facial expressions with a calm look on one side of her face and a little bit more of a surprised expression on the back. She has some amazing print detail on her torso, on her legs, and here you can see some of that amazing print behind her hairpiece. The coolest thing to me about this figure is definitely the new hairpiece. This is a new mold. It's made of that rubbery material, but on the side, we have this blue transparent hard plastic section. Now, in the games, Aloy wears this device called the Focus, and this is something that allows her to interact with the machines and the technology in the world around her. And on the figure, we have this print on the side of her head for the Focus device. When you slide that hairpiece over, it perfectly frames that print on the side of her head. This is such a cool little detail and is definitely one of those features that is gonna make this figure extremely collectible for fans of the game. As awesome as this figure is, I do have 2 minor pet peeve complaints about it. The first being that this hairpiece is awesome. I love this new mold, but it is one that restricts her arm movement. So you can't really move her arms all the way back. This might just be me, but personally, I prefer figures with more range of motion and articulation, especially with hero characters that are more action focused so that you can get more dynamic poses out of them. Next, I wanted to bring up the printing on her arms. Now, all of this looks extremely detailed and I love the way it looks, but there is one issue, and that is that the printing on her upper arm, because this is a print and not a dual molded piece, it it doesn't wrap entirely around her arms. So you can see part of the flesh color of the arm on the front part of the sleeve. Now, these may not be issues for anybody else watching. Those are just two minor things that I noticed. They don't detract at all from the overall look of this figure. It's still an amazing print, amazingly detailed, and will probably be the sole reason that a lot of people want to buy this set. You also get a small build for one of the Watchers. These are one of the most recognizable enemy machines from the game. The build for the Watcher has some posability in the tail, the legs, and the head, so you can get some different poses out of it. Also included are a few different transparent 1x1s in different colors to change the status of the eye on the Watcher, from blue when it's calm and kind of at peace, to yellow when it's looking for Aloy, and then red when it's in attack mode. Definitely a really nice inclusion to the set. I would have really liked to see just one other Watcher, since there's usually multiple of them, but it's such a small, simple little build that you could easily make more of them to add to this display. Now let's take a look at the main build of this set, the Tallneck itself. Now, there are so many really cool building techniques and pieces used to make all of the different shapes. One of the coolest things about Horizon is just the really striking creature designs, and this really nails the look of that. I love the shaping on the head and the neck area, and this build really looks good from a lot of different angles. On the back, you have these stickered pieces here to represent some more details. Interestingly, this build doesn't use any printed pieces. There's only 12 stickers used in total. If you're someone who doesn't like stickers, I think this is one that definitely benefits from stickers. There's only 12, so it's not like it's an insane amount of tiny stickers. The only stickers that were a little bit difficult to apply were the ones around the curved pieces on the dish, but it really wasn't that hard, and overall, I think the stickers in this set really add to the overall look. I really like the part usage in this set too. We've got some golden swords for Aloy to climb up the back of the neck. We've got some light bluish gray snowboard pieces as the tail. And on the top of the head here, we've got these upside down landing gear pieces as this kind of mechanical fins or plumage, which looks really cool. Now, this guy does have some articulation that you can take advantage of if you want to. His legs have a joint at the top of the body, and then there's a ball joint down by the foot. So you can spread the legs out, you can move them around a little bit. But I will say that the more you pose it, the more you realize that it's not that sturdy without the base. And so it will definitely slip and fall over. There's not really that many poses that you can put it in where it's going to stand up and it's gonna stay that way. I definitely think the best way to display it is by just keeping it attached to the base. That way the feet are locked in. You know it's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna tip over at all. But I do like that we do have that extra articulation. So if anybody wants to take it off the base, you can do that. Overall, this set really impressed me. Personally, I love sets that have a noticeable sense of verticality, and this one definitely hits that and presents really well on display. I think this would be a great addition to any fan's collection. I love that we have an official Aloy minifigure. Just to have an iconic mascot of PlayStation games represented in this Lego set is amazing, and that hairpiece would be awesome to see reused in other Horizon sets or other iterations of the character in different outfits. It's been so great to see Lego make more sets based on IPs from video games. Of course, we've had Lego Mario, Lego Sonic, and Lego Overwatch in the last few years. And now we have this, which is a set based on an IP for a somewhat more mature audience, which is really cool to see. And I hope it opens more opportunities for either more Horizon sets like a Thunderjaw, or more display pieces, or even more PlayStation IPs. Personally, I would love to see sets based on the Uncharted series. As for this set, I definitely think that it's worth the $80 price tag just for everything that you get here. I don't think that's too much at all. It just has so much presence and verticality, and it looks so great on display. I think that if you're a fan of the Horizon games, I would definitely pick this one up. That's about it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more awesome Lego content, you're already in the right place here on Beyond the Brick. So make sure to subscribe and like this video. If you're looking to find out more about me, again, I'm Ant Bandit here on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.